妈耶！瞧瞧，我的个天呀！哎呦妈哟！你瞧多少车呀！我的天呀！
那车有人就完了。
那个车亮了灯，是不是车上有人呀？
哎，就是有人。
房了没有了？
Several days of relentless rain have submerged China's Shanxi province. Muddy floodwaters swept through cities, towns, and farmland. Roads turned into rivers, hillsides collapsed, and everyday life came to a sudden halt. In the first flooded neighborhoods, water reached waist level, engulfing yards and storefronts. Residents used buckets to bail water out of their homes. Small boats and rafts became the only way to move, while families waited for rescue on rooftops. In Wutai County, rescue teams worked around the clock to clear mud and redirect floodwater away from hospitals, schools, and public buildings. At the main square, the national flag hung soaked and dragging in the wind as it stood in the middle of a growing pool. Transportation across the province was severely disrupted. Bridges cracked or collapsed, and rural roads vanished under brown water. In Zhoushan County, an entire highway section broke apart and slid into a valley. Supply trucks had to turn back or wait for hours. Many neighborhoods lost power and water. Power lines sagged, buzzing before going silent. Emergency water deliveries became a lifeline. Repair crews faced dangerous conditions due to the soaked and unstable ground. In Baoji and Xi'an, underground malls and subway stations were among the first places to flood. Escalators stopped, lights went out, and water gushed down stairwells. Shoppers scrambled to escape in the dark. Underground parking lots filled up like bathtubs, submerging dozens of vehicles. The agricultural damage was severe. Farmlands once lush with crops were buried under thick mud. Corn and wheat were flattened. Farmers dug makeshift drainage ditches to save what they could, but much of the season's harvest may be lost. Livestock, cattle, goats, and chickens were herded through deep water. Barns were flooded, and irrigation systems were heavily damaged. Food security is now a growing concern.
没信号，都没信号，我们也没有信号。你命大啊，兄弟啊，这个危险啊，只能要等消防。
Large-scale relief efforts were deployed. Bulldozers cleared roads, and soldiers delivered clean drinking water to isolated families. Schools, mosques, and community centers were converted into shelters. Volunteers handed out dry clothes, flashlights, and hot meals. Loudspeakers in town centers continuously broadcast flood alerts, urging people to stay alert as the saturated ground raised the risk of further landslides. River levels remained dangerously high. As the rain began to ease in some areas, residents cautiously returned home, only to find destruction, mud-covered floors, broken windows, and refrigerators floating in kitchens. Many families lost everything. Still, hope emerged through neighborly kindness, people helping each other clean up and share supplies and shelter. While Shanxi has faced floods before, none have matched this scale. The devastation reached every corner of life. Transport systems, homes, schools, and farms. Roads crumbled, houses collapsed, and power grids failed. Rescue teams are facing some of the most challenging conditions in recent memory. Recovery will take weeks, even months. People are trying to rebuild and find new shelter, starting over from the wreckage. Amid the debris and destruction, there are signs of hope. Children's laughter, neighbors lending a hand, and rescue workers who haven't given up. The aftermath of the flood serves as a stark reminder of climate change and fragile infrastructure. Bridges and dams, once thought to be secure, failed in moments. The losses go beyond property. It's about livelihoods, memories, and the safety of millions.
弹个窗户那么，个福包。
有三千，对面按了2000了，马上水就要平公路了。
As waters begin to recede, Shanxi moves into the long phase of recovery. But assessing the full scale of damage may take months. Ahead lies a future of rebuilding from the rubble. The video ends with a message: stay alert to natural disasters, and above all, stay safe.
老大门给冲开了，有派头。
又掉下来了！哎呀！